What's up YouTube? Jeff back again from High on Android and DopeTechDaily.com, and today I'm bringing you guys some more cases for your Samsung flagship phones of 2015. I've got some cases from Poetic for the Galaxy S6, the regular S6, not the Edge, and the Galaxy Note 5. Now, I want to give a shout out to Poetic. They were nice enough to send me these three cases to review. I'm really excited to be working with their company. I've used a lot of their cases before. You guys know I'm a caseaholic. I love using cases for my phones, getting new cases to play with. So I thank them for sending out these three cases. And also, you guys have probably noticed I've been doing a lot of cases lately. I got a little bit behind, so we're going to be doing quite a few case videos lately so we can catch up on all these cases I've got around the house. So first, I'm going to go ahead and get into the one for the Galaxy S6. They sent me two for the S6, and then we'll do the Note 5. So let me go ahead and bring in the S6 here. We've got the Poetic Affinity case, which is one of their most popular cases for the S6. That's what I got here first. So let's open up the Poetic Affinity case and take a look at it. Simple packaging, just throw that to the side. We got a fake cardboard S6 inside here. So let's go ahead and just pop that out. You get a little information about the company here. They got a warranty. You can see here they're warranted for 3 years from the original date of purchase. Now that's just crazy right there, that they give you a 3-year warranty on a smartphone case. I really like to see companies standing by their products, and the fact that you get a 3-year warranty is just pretty insane for a phone case. All right, so let's see what the case looks like. Definitely go check out Poetic. I'll drop a link to their website as well as some of their cases on Amazon. So let's go ahead and have a look here. We've got the case. Let's have a quick tour of it. You got sort of a frosted back here. It's clear but frosted. You got some nice shock absorption reinforced corners here all around the sides. And of course, this is the black with the frost on the back. You see here you got reinforced edges around each side of the corners, as well as you've got some volume buttons right there, the plus and the minus. Over here, you've got your power button right there. You've got some clear pieces on the side. Each of these pieces here reinforced. Got that hard TPU and a hard shell on the back. Got a cutout for your camera there, of course. Cut on the bottom for all your speaker, your ports, your charging port, headphone jack. And we've got a cut out on the back top for the IR blaster for this phone. So let's go ahead and put the S6 in there and take a look at it. See what it's going to look like. Now I am using tempered glass screen protector on my S6. So you can see that the Poetic Affinity case fits great with the tempered glass installed. I've got my iLume tempered glass in here. Clear these notifications. You guys can see I got no SIM in this phone. I've been reviewing so many phones lately that I don't even have a SIM in the S6 anymore. You can see the power button here. The one thing I don't like about the power button placement, it's not as raised up as I'd like it to be. It's kind of flat. You can see here, it doesn't stick out noticeably from the other edge. This edge feels sort of the same. So when you're reaching for the power button, you may have to press a few times. It's also not as responsive maybe as I'd like, but that's of course the fact that the case has got a lot of protection. Maybe you don't necessarily want a cheap feeling power button with all this rugged protection. Let's check the volume as well. It should work fine, but why not check the volume as well? Check the volume here on the sides. Volume seems to work great as well. So overall, this case looks pretty awesome. You can see on the bottom, you've got nice protection there. You've got cutouts for all your ports, but they're not completely exposed, so that's great. You can see you got all the appropriate ports. And overall, it's a nice looking case. You can see the color of your phone here on the back, which is a nice thing. And also this is raised up so it's not going to scratch your camera. Also, you've got a raised up front, the lip around the front of the phone. So you want to sit it down like this. Even if you don't have a screen protector like I do, it's still not going to scratch your phone. If you sit it face down like this, you should be just fine. So overall, I think this case is really nice. I definitely like it. If you're looking for something that's slim but still has a reasonable amount of protection for your S6 and you want to show off the color through the frost back, you don't want to get fingerprints because the frost is nice matte color. It's not going to collect fingerprints like a clear glossy back might do. All right, so that's the Affinity case. Let's go ahead and bring in the other case I have for the S6. They sent me their Revolution case, so let's go see what the Revolution is about. Take off this Affinity case really quick here behind the camera, and then we'll get into the Revolution. All right, so here we have the Revolution case from Poetic. You guys can see this one's got not a clear back here, but got sort of a rugged back with some branding. This one here, you can see some of the specs. You got anti-dust, durable, water resistant, and shock protection. So this is going to be one that you'll be able to go beast mode, do whatever you want, go to the beach. You can take this with you if you're going to the gym to work out. You should be able to do any of that. So let's get into the Revolution case really quick. Let's pop this out. Throw my box over here with my other collection of boxes. Been doing a lot of case videos today. So we've got some instructions there for installation. Let's go ahead and pop out the case. Set that to the side. Let's take a look at the instructions really quick, just for the installation instructions. Let's see what it says here. So it tells us here that we should remove the film on the screen protector, okay. Using the finger to separate the screen protector from the case body, all right. And then insert the device into the screen protector, and then insert the device with the screen protector into the backing, and it'll be ready for use. All right, so that's a good look. They give us some installation instructions. Let's go ahead and check it out and see if we can get that done. So here we've got the plastic. They tell us to peel that off. All right, so that's peeled off. Then we go ahead and use our finger to separate the backing of the case from the screen protector. Now let's see how hard that is to do. So you can see here, it's a little tough. You got to use your finger. Want to be careful because this hard plastic, I've cut myself before trying to separate one of these hard plastic backs from the cover. So let's just make sure we can get it out there without actually damaging the screen protector. All right, we got that. Let's pop out the fake S6 cardboard again. Like we saw with the other case, you get your 3-year warranty. That's great. We do have some more plastic here, so we can peel this other piece of plastic off. All right, and now we've got the screen protector. So it tells us to insert the S6 into the screen protector piece. All right, so now we've inserted the device into the screen protector. You want to be a little careful. It was a little difficult for me to force this in there. You want to be careful not to scratch your button, so you want to pull this this screen protector part a little bit to the side. Make sure you can get the buttons in there correctly. All right, so now we'll go ahead and take the device with the screen protector and we'll insert that back into the backing of the case. So if we insert that, insert our S6 right back around, make sure we get all the ports aligned, get the case sort of, got to make sure you get everything into place. And there we go. So now the device is seated into the case. You can see here, you've got a nice rugged back here. Looks like a sort of like one of the Unicorn Beetle cases maybe. Definitely is a nice case with a lot of protection. You can see that. You have a built-in screen protector. Now this one has a built-in screen protector with the case, but I also have a tempered glass screen protector and it's working just fine. So you can use a tempered glass screen protector in addition to the one that they have built in with the case here. Again, you can see this one is water resistant. So if we can get a look there, let me see if I can get a look there for you guys. You can see here it's got flaps covering your ports here at the bottom. You got your headphone jack and your power. You got flaps there. It's also definitely got nice protection all around the front. You can see here that like the screen protector, you got a huge lip right there. So you're not even going to be resting your phone on the table if you sit it down like this. The actual front of the device is going to be secured by the lip. You can see here that I got a few bubbles installing it, but that's probably because I have a tempered glass screen protector in here. So you might get a few bubbles in that case because my screen is raised up a little more than it should be to get a tight seal around there. So since you want to put this one on, you may want to not already have a tempered glass installed for that reason. But otherwise, this case is going to give you maximum drop protection, maximum protection. Your camera's got a nice lip here and everything as well. So you should be good to go overall in this case. If you want to take this to the beach, the gym, anywhere that you're going to be active, you got water resistant, it's dust resistant, everything should be good to go on this particular case. So I definitely like this. This is a good look. If you're someone who goes beast mode on your phone, you take it, you work in construction, you work in any job where you might drop the phone, you might get water on it, definitely recommend this from Poetic. So the Revolution case is a great case, and I'll drop the link below the description. You guys want to check it out. If you have that active lifestyle, if you work in a job like that, this might be the case for you to grab. All right. Now I want to go ahead and take a look at the case they sent me for the Note 5. Let me go ahead and bring the Note 5 in here. And the Note 5 case they sent me is also the Affinity case, which we just looked at for the Galaxy S6. And the Affinity case for the Note 5 they sent me is the clear version. Let me go ahead and just grab it out of the packaging. Simple packaging again. You see here, this is the clear version. We've got a little Poetic P on the back of this one. We've got some Affinity branding here on the side of the clear version. That's nice because we'll be able to see the phone. Pretty similar construction. You've got a hard shell on the back, even though it's clear now. In the here, right, you've got some shock absorption around the sides. You got this textured pattern right here with the TPU molding there. So let's go ahead and drop the Note 5 into the case. See what the Note 5 looks like in the Affinity case. You can see right there, you can see the back very nicely. Unfortunately, I can see my Verizon logo, which I don't particularly like. You do have a raised up camera module again, so you don't have to worry about scratching that. The buttons on this Affinity case, so that's kind of interesting. The Affinity case for the S6 was a little different. The buttons were not nearly as raised up. You guys can see right there. The buttons on this particular case, they're raised up quite a bit. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. On the Note 5, they are nice and raised up, and they're actually super responsive. So that's a little bit different than the Affinity case that I looked at for the Galaxy S6 earlier. So the construction is just a little bit different. So it is similar in a lot of ways. You have sort of the same material, but the volume button and the power button, they seem a little bit more responsive. So I'm a little surprised actually. So if we take a look at these cases side by side, you can see it's a little bit different construction overall, even though the color is different of these two cases. But this is the Affinity case. That's what they said. I mean, there's no branding on the sleeve they sent me for the S6, but in the email they said they were sending the Affinity case for the S6 as well. So it's a little bit different style overall, but both cases definitely give you a nice amount of protection. You're not going to get maximum protection like you would from the Revolution case, but you will get drop protection on the corners because these are reinforced. You can see here, you see that's got a nice piece of TPU there. If you drop it, it's going to give you shock absorption on the corners. You also have the raised up lip on the front again. So if you sit this face down, you're not going to catch any scratches. Again, the thing I think that I noticed the most is the buttons here on the Note 5 are a lot more responsive. So I like that. On the bottom, you got cutouts for your ports, your speaker, and let's make sure the S Pen is accessible. We got a slot for it. Slip the finger in there, and we can get the S Pen right out, no problem. So it's easy to get the S Pen out of the Affinity case as well. So I definitely like this case. I love having a clear case to show off the color, and I definitely like the shock absorption, the reinforced corners here. And this quality is really nice, and the volume buttons are much more responsive on the Affinity case for the Note 5. All right, guys, so far today we took a look at 3 cases. We've got the Revolution, which I've still got on the S6 here. This is a maximum drop protection, dust-resistant, water-resistant case. We've got the Affinity case for the S6, which gives you some nice protection. No water resistance or dust resistance, though. And then we've got the Note 5 Affinity case with the clear color showing off the back. And again, the main thing that's different between these two, I would say, the power button is different construction. So maybe they improved that from the S6 to the Note 5. I definitely like the power button a bit better on the Note 5. All right, guys, so again, shout out to Poetic for sending me these 3 cases. I'll drop a link to their website as well as Amazon if you guys want to grab one of these. You can also find me online at Google Plus and Twitter in the links in the description. Please give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoy my case videos. I do a lot of them because I know a lot of you guys want to see what are the best cases for the phones. I really appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, feel free to do so. And also check out news.highandandroid and dopetechdaily.com for more great Android news and more great tech giveaways. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching.